Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pemmy Baker TV's coverage of this NHIAA boys basketball matchup between the Division III Kearsarge Regional Cougars and the Division II Plymouth Regional Bobcats. Hello everyone, I'm Dan Salzer alongside Paul Ferentz once again bringing you tonight's coverage. Paul, the Bobcats are coming off of a tough 58-50 loss at home versus Wyndham on Friday, which showed a lot of inconsistencies in their play, but also a lot of foul trouble.
They did get themselves into foul trouble. They were fortunate. I think Wyndham was 8 for 22. So when you really look at the stats, if they shot a little bit better, they would have taken Plymouth by double digits. But first outing, long bus ride. Those kids were not good from the line. I hope Wyndham shoots better than that throughout the season. But that was our opportunity to take advantage of. We didn't. We had one good third quarter. We talked about that where they came out. Got some good quick turnovers, and Quayle got hot, hit 3 balls, and we were right back in the game. We took the lead over, and we're in the fourth quarter with the lead. But as you accurately described, inconsistent, some turnovers. We fell apart. We got in some foul trouble. Wyndham did finally hit a couple of those, and it was a tough loss at home, but not a bad opener. I think the coach has a lot of good things to look forward to.
And looking at Plymouth, at some of the stats we were able to get is 22 points came in the paint for the Bobcats with all the shooting that they had. Kind of not something I was expecting to see in the final stats.
No, but they were hustling. Jacob Lamb had a terrific game. He was solid. He didn't get in any foul trouble. He got some good easy looks with Danny dropping the ball off after driving aggressively. And Dosen, too, came back alive in the third period. He sat the first half, of course, with 3 fouls. They wisely kept him out, and he showed up big. Again, that was a half that Quayle hit 3 balls. So they just got to put a solid effort together from start to finish, and that's what Mike Sullivan works towards. He's a master at substituting and calling the timeouts when he needs it. And I'm looking forward to a win. Obviously, I want to see Plymouth win this game. But it's going to be a challenge tonight.
Plymouth looking for their first win of the season. On the other side of the court, Kearsarge comes in 1-2 so far this season after dropping a heartbreaker this past Monday at Hopkinton, 42-40. Paul, we talked a little bit before we went on the air of some of the height that this team has and how that's going to play into an advantage for the Cougars here this evening. Well,
I think if the big boy gets off and he's down in the blocks, he has a soft touch, he could be a handful. But, you know, sometimes a coach will let a big kid like that just tire him out, let him get his 30 points and see what happens. Shut everybody else out. We're just going to have to see how the flow of the game goes. But they're looking for a win. They had Newport, was not a contest, and so that wasn't a real challenge. This will be, I think, a real challenge for them. And, again, if Plymouth plays well within themselves and smart, and Matos doesn't go off like he can at 6'7", it'll be a close one right down to the wire.
So we'll see what's going to happen here as the pep band is happening just off to the left of your screen. They'll be joining us at halftime once again, as we saw last Friday, but just under 90 seconds away, we're going to send it down to the public address announcer and get set for the starting lineups and the national anthem here at Plymouth Regional High School.
Welcome this evening to Plymouth Regional High School for tonight's Division II high school basketball game between the visiting Kearsarge Cougars and your home team, the Plymouth Bobcats! We at Plymouth Regional High School and the NHIAA understand what an honor it is for student athletes to represent their schools and towns. Please let us be positive in every aspect of this game, sportsmanship from the players, coaches, and fans. Positive cheering only and respect by everyone is expected for the officials working tonight's game. Just a couple of reminders before the start of tonight's basketball game. Smoking and the use of tobacco of any kind is prohibited in the school building and on all school grounds. In case of an emergency, spectators are asked to leave the gym through the closest emergency exit. Emergency exits are located at each end of the gym. Thank you and please enjoy tonight's game. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Cougars. Forward number 20, Kyle Hernan. Forward number 4, Jordan Bright. Guard number 25, Joe Storzik. Center number 5, Taylor Matos. Guard number 23, Tom Johnson. Kearsarge is coached by Nate Camp. For the Plymouth Bobcats! Mr. Larry Trombetta, Mr. Kevin, please rise for our national anthem, which will be played by Plymouth Regional High School's pep band under the direction of Mr. William Gunn.
Welcome back live here on Pemmy Baker TV. At this time, Paul, let's read off the starting lineups for both teams.
Well, starting for Plymouth, and again, still looking for that combination. You have Nick Quayle, three-baller, Charlie Carpenter, Dan Carey going to handle the point and distribution, Jacob Lamb and Jordan Dose. Hopefully they'll be master of the boards. On the other side, we got Jordan Burke, 11th grader, Taylor Matos. He's a big 6'7" center. Kyle Hernan, Tommy Johnson, and Joe Strozuk. Starozuk?
Go Starozuk.
Starozuk.
We'll go with that tonight.
Nice Polish boy. We're ready for the tap now. Let's see if we can get off on a good start.
Dosen and Matos in the circle for the tip-off, and we're underway as it's an easy win there for Matos. Kearsarge again coming in 1-2. Plymouth 0-1 on the season. Matos at the elbow, dishes it outside for Johnson. Dumped back into Matos, and he'll get the layup for two.
So we're starting out man-to-man.
Quick into Dosen. Dosen charging the paint. Can't get the shot. Lamb is there to recover, but he dribbles it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover.
Aggressive to the hoop for Dosen. Maybe he could pick up some fouls, get the big guy on the bench. And that was a good follow-up by Lamb. Man-to-man.
We saw Dosen and Lamb do very well in the second half of the game on Friday. Johnson from deep, can't hit it, rims off the back iron. Matos is there for the rebound, stripped by Lamb. Quayle the other way, pulls up at the elbow, can't hit it.
Too strong. I wish he'd just pull up for the three ball if he's going to bother.
Johnson driving into the paint, kicks it to the outside. And he finds Starozuk. Back down low, mishandled by Hernan, and he'll be out of play.
See how Plymouth handles these gifts when they turn the ball over. Get on the board, take advantage of that.
So far, Matos with the only bucket. Pull-up jumper there from Carey as it goes long. Plymouth, all sorts of misses right now to start this game. Just over a minute in. Dumped down inside for Burke as he'll be fouled. Go to the line, shooting two.
Wide open. I think we're a little nervous again with the yips. We'll settle in. Just don't let these guys run away with anything. It's only 2-0. Matos is going to try to establish himself low, but Lamb is so far doing a good job.
Burke hits the first as Dan Carey will pick up the personal foul. Burke will hit the second. It's a 4-0 lead right now for the Cougars. Carey to Dosen. Kicks it out to Quayle. Quayle for three. Comes up short. Looked like it was tipped.
My goodness, I thought that was going in.
Carey tries to jump in front of it. Can't handle it cleanly. We have a foul, a push in the back on Carey.
I did notice something the referee didn't see, and he stepped out right in front of the Plymouth bench, but went hard to the hoop. You have to foul that kid, not give him an easy layup.
It's Tom Johnson, the junior, going to the line shooting 2.
2 fouls on Danny Carey. I'm not worried about him. He knows how to play within himself.
Johnson hits the first as we have a sub right now as Carey will have a seat on the bench and Patrick Mom will check in.
Got to settle him down. Patrick's going to have to be really smart playing point guard.
And once again, Johnson hits the second.
4 for 4 from the line for Kearsarge. Nick Quayle handling the point guard duties.
Dumped down low. Carpenter gets it into the corner for Lamb. Lamb double teamed on the baseline, kicks it out high, but it's intercepted at the elbow.
It's a tough pass with the big kid over top of him. Matos, he's a big distraction.
Matos kicks to the far side for Storzo. Dumped down under the paint. Rims out. Matos there, can't put home the rebound. Plymouth gets a lucky break there. They still trail 6-0. Quayle thought about pulling up for a 3, dishes it off to the far side to Mom. Back up to him.
He's got the range.
Dosen, pump fakes, drives into the paint, but he's blocked.
That's what you have to do, though. He's going to get the call eventually, or he's going to start making them.
Johnson with a charge.
Looked like a push-off. Got himself some space, so he pushed him off. That's another break. 6-0. Plymouth yet to get on the board. 5 minutes, 28 seconds this first period. Coach is already making another substitution. Looks like Mike Hogan. He comes in for that offensive push. Steady him down. Quayle go back in the corner for the 3 ball. Here we go.
Hogan replaced Charlie Carpenter on the court. 5:21 remaining here in the first quarter. Quayle looking for some help, drives into the key, kicks out to Lamb. Back and around, ball batted, but Bobcats come away with it. Quayle on the near side corner, comes back out high, now drops down towards the baseline, looking for some help. It's bounced pass to empty space. Lamb is able to gather it near midcourt. Kicked out to Quayle. Quayle thought about it for a second, back into Lamb in the short corner. Cross court pass, deep shot, and Mom will hit a 3. I think I say 2.
I think they gave him a 2. That was a great shot for the sophomore. Gets him on the board.
Hopefully that'll shake off some of the rust for the Bobcats.
Exactly.
Dumped inside, Lamb doing well defending. It bounces off of Matos' leg, and it will be Bobcat ball.
Jacob Lamb is starting off where he left off last game. Keeping his cool, no foul trouble, very aggressive defense, causing another turnover.
Quayle looking for Dosen inside, a little bit too far and high for him. It's wrapped up in the paint. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of the Bobcats.
That got a little heated. Jordan's got to keep his cool. It's off to a good start. I like how he's going hard to the hoop. Let's see if we can get an easy one here.
Quick pass in on Lamb, back out high right now for Hogan. Over to Quayle, inside for Dosen, a turnaround jumper, and it rims out. Ball loose as Kearsarge comes away with it. Dancing around is Johnson at the top of the key. He'll back out and reset. Mom all over him. Inside of the paint, running floater, can't hit it. It looks like he was poked in the eye. Dosen on the charge, and he's blocked from behind. Great play there by Hernan.
Great defensive play. But again, stay aggressive.
Back out high for Storzuk. And we'll have a foul underneath the hoop. Away from the shot, it's going to be on Kearsarge. And it looks like it's going to be on Kyle Hernan. And it is. This will be Hernan's first personal foul, team's second. Both teams with 2 fouls.
Nick Quayle still running the point.
Bobcats still trail 6-2. Strong cross-court pass now down to Lamb in the corner. Pull-up jumper, rims out once again. Matos comes down with it. Hard pass out to Hernan. Kicks it in near side, but nice intercept there by Hogan. Quayle looking for some help, gets it over to Mom. Back out to Quayle at the point. Cross-court pass now down to Lamb in the short corner. Looks like he was blocked on the shot. Matos got a fingertip on it, but it's off of a Cougar. It'll be Bobcat ball.
Good hustle, Jacob Lamb. He caused that turnover. And Mike Sullivan's going to call a quick timeout there, probably 30 seconds, just to see if these guys could settle in. They're being aggressive. The shots are there. They're just not dropping, but that's promising. If you have an open look, they're going to drop eventually. So, yep, looking for that right combination. Mikey Hogan can't get comfortable down there. He needs to find an open spot. He's a good shooter. But I like how Dawson's going hard to the hoop. He's going to pick up, hopefully, some fouls. And Jacob Lamb, again, solid so far.
Looking strong so far this season, but again, Dawson really has to keep his cool. We saw the aggressive play on Friday, what got him in foul trouble. He got 3 fouls, I think, within the first couple minutes of the second quarter, what had him sit for half the game. We
have plenty of assistant coaches. Jordan doesn't need to help there. He's going to take a little break now, which could be helpful. 3 minutes in this period, 6-2, Kearsarge. Plymouth ball.
Bobcats going short, strong cross-court pass, a little miscommunication with Hogan and Malm. Down to Quayle in the corner. He's double-teamed, but he's just going to bounce it off of a leg that came off of Hernan.
I think Kearsarge did their homework, even with the one game. They know Nick's in there for one reason only, and that's to hit the 3 ball. He a little gun-shy. He's got to pull the trigger, though. Not going in if he doesn't.
Wonder if that height in front of him is bothering him. Tries to get him open. He's double-teamed again. Kearsarge looking for a double dribble. Lamb underneath takes the body and an air ball.
Tough. I thought he was going to draw the foul.
Storzik mishandles it for a second, getting it to Johnson. Johnson driving in the paint, trying to throw it up there. It rims out. Kearsarge recovers with Burke. Burke throws it up and it rims out once again. Both teams struggling shooting right now.
Good job boxing out by Plymouth.
Quayle gets to that far side with Goodale. He checked in at that timeout. Down in the corner for Hogan, into Lamb in the paint, under pressure by Matos, and he gets it up and in.
Went up strong, and Matos was smart enough not to foul him. Good job, Jacob. Nice pass in there.
2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Plymouth closes it within 2. It's 6-4. Storzo gets it back out on Matos, and Matos dumps it down low for Hernan, and he can't handle it, but we have a foul on the Bobcats. Correction, it's going to be on the Cougars. It's going to be Kyle Hernan picking up his second personal.
It's a little frustration. Had the bunny, missed it, came off the rim, thought he had the rebound. But again, Plymouth fights hard under there for that ball, and it paid off. So you got a starter on the bench now. Maybe Plymouth takes advantage of this. Looks like they're in a 1-3-1, Dan.
They are indeed, as Colin Goodale will check back out. Dump down low, rims off the back iron. Plymouth just really struggling. That was Lambert on the shot.
Right
Dawson
there.
back in on the court.
Right there, wide open.
Down low on the baseline, wide open is Burke. He can't hit it the other way. Would love to have a tally of how many shots have been missed so far from the floor. Dawson from the free throw line, pull-up jumper, just rolls out. Palm with a rebound. And it's going to be a travel on Dawson.
Oh. I did not see that.
One too many steps before taking that first dribble, it looked like, from the elbow. Bobcats now moving the pressure up. It's worked effectively in the third quarter on Friday. Charging down, and a bank shot there by Johnson. First bucket in a while for either team. Dawson gets stripped on the near side. And it's tipped around. It's going to stay with the Bobcats.
Good hustle. Dawson was looking to collect and go. He started to go before he could collect. But we got it back. Quayle takes it out. Let's get an easy one here.
Quayle looking to inbound. Bounce pass to Malm. Back into Quayle in the corner. Hogan gets tipped around. It's intercepted. Ball loose. Burke comes away with it. He throws it up, and he'll be fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2.
Mike had to foul him, but he's out there to shoot the ball. If you're not going to shoot it, he can't be intercepted trying to throw over the top. These kids are all taller than us. He's got to throw the bounce pass down there to the corner maybe. But again, no harm. Let's see if Kearsarge keeps the streak alive with the foul shots.
And they do not. Burke misses the first as Carpenter will check back in. He'll replace Mike Hogan.
I don't think Mike had a shot. He's out there to shoot the ball, though.
Both teams with 3 team fouls as Burke hits the second. It's 9-4, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Quayle looking for some help, puts it in the corner. Strong cross-court pass to Malm. Just gets to him on the baseline, but it's intercepted, tipped out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Cougars.
A little frantic out there. Charlie Carpenter now for West Lambert. Going to finish up with 43 seconds left. 9-4, Kearsarge's first quarter.
Kearsarge just trying to get the last shot off. Johnson at the point. Bounce pass to Burke on the far side. Back to Johnson in the paint. Driving to the hole. Dumps it off to Matos. He's one-on-one with Lamb. And it'll be a foul on Lamb, his first.
A little too much body there. You can't put your hands out there. You can use your arm bar, but a little too much push in there. You got to see what he could do out there first before you foul him, Jacob. Good move by the coach, taking him out. 1 foul, but he's not going to get in a rut.
Johnson with some good movement off the ball. Gets the inbounds, drives to the paint, but it rims off the back iron. Under 20 seconds to go. Quayle driving hard, looking to get a shot off. Dumps it off to Carpenter. Back out to Quayle. 10 seconds left in the first. Quayle uses the arm to get some space, gives it up to Carpenter. Carpenter with a bounce pass to Quayle. Looking to pull it up. He finds Malm in the near side, and it's short-rimmed as time expires. And a tough one there, and a sloppy start for both teams, Paul.
It's tough. The offense is still struggling. They're not in a rhythm. The taller team out there is intercepting their passes and disrupting the flow. Mom did hit a ball for him earlier. That looked like it was ready to go too, but no such luck. But you got 5 foul shots from Kearsarge, which puts him ahead by those 5 points. 9-4, another slow start in New Hampshire boys basketball. Typical.
Definitely the case. Again, you wonder if it's that size is just kind of making the Bobcats a little hesitant right now, kind of second guessing, do I make that pass inside? Do I do that bounce pass or over the top? And that's what's causing a lot of these turnovers in the latter half of that first quarter.
And Nick Quayle's got to get comfortable. He threw 1 air ball up there or had a big miss, and now he's second guessing himself, I think. But it looks like they got him figured out. They're putting 2 men on him immediately, which makes it more difficult, obviously. So he's trying to move the ball. I like how Dawson's going hard to the hoop. He's only got 1 foul, so he's probably going to have to get back in there. Keep this game a little closer.
Fans, be sure to stick with us at halftime as we will be showing the pep band giving the fans some music.
Great student body showed up today with a blackout.
Looked like it was Hawaiian or Superman themed on Friday. Some great costumes and now blackout. The spirit here at Plymouth Regional is fantastic.
A lot of support by the student body. They support each other. Close-knit group. Danny Carey, the starter's back out there, going to run the point. So we got the starting 5 out there. See if we can get them back in the game.
It's like both teams' starting 5 are on the court to start the second. Johnson at the point, tries to drive against Quayle, dishes it off into the middle, and a little floater there. Kolzak can't hit it.
Jacob with a big rebound.
And a travel against the Bobcats just over mid-court.
I think that's our 5th turnover, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably. We'd love to see the stats at halftime. Burke gets it inside to Matos. Matos looking to turn on Lamb, and he does. Kicks it on the outside. Was looking for Trombley. Back into Matos, and a little floater up and in for 2.
Well defended, but he's a good player, Matos, and it was a good strong hoop right to the hole.
So the Bobcats find themselves down by 7. It's 11-4.
Again, that offense is sputtering.
Inside to Lamb, almost loses it. Driving to the paint, little floater can't hit it off the iron once again. Here comes Kearsarge on the far side. Trombley dishes it off to Johnson, into Matos towards the paint, drives down, and hits the little floater once again.
No foul call. Jacob's doing his best, but you can't let him get on the blocks. We know that.
And a big height difference there for Matos over the rest of the players on the court. Lamb Tries to get it to the near side for Carpenter. It's tipped out of play. Storzuk will check back in for the Cougars. 6:33 remaining here in the first half. Bounce pass into Lamb. He's quickly double teamed and he's stripped.
Great defensive play.
Bounce pass to Matos, driving to the basket, and he misses it. In and out.
Take it to the rack, Danny. Matos is not back for D.
Carey kicks it to Carpenter, back into Dosen, and a turnaround floater for two.
Good quick feet there. Here's the press, looking for a break.
Good ball movement by the Cougars, dumped down low for Burke from Johnson.
Textbook, beat the press and get the layup. Textbook, good job by Kearsarge.
Student body trying to get the Bobcats going. Quayle under some pressure, looking for some help, gets it back out to Carey at the point. Carey drives down, dishes off to Carey. Strong cross-court pass, and that was down to Dosen, and it looks like he's blocked by Matos, and a jump ball.
Great block by Matos. He's not taking the bait. Jordan's got to try that pump fake, maybe get him off his feet and drive, pick up a foul.
There, once again, was in favor of the Bobcats, so they'll have possession down low on the baseline. Quayle.
They're not giving him any room, Quayle. They take that three ball he likes.
Again, an intercepted pass on the cross-court attempt by the Bobcats. Driving is Trombley, and he'll be fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting two.
That has got to be driving the coach crazy. That pass stinks. It's not going to work. You got to get away from it. Either dribble over there and make a good bounce pass. It's frustrating. I think Coach Sullivan is frustrated right now. His kids aren't performing like they practice all week. But it was good to see Dosen get after it. He's very aggressive, and Lamb too. They got to go inside. You wouldn't think with a 6'7" defender. But they're not hitting anything outside. They're being covered well. Nick Quayle, again, took one shot through an air ball, so he's not pulled the trigger since. So they got their work cut out for him.
It was Charlie Carpenter picking up his first personal foul. Team's fifth so far in the first half. Not as bad with the fouls as we saw against Windham on Friday, but still dangerous territory with still 5.5 minutes to go in the first half.
You don't want to shoot 1-on-1. They look like a pretty good foul shooting team. They're 5 for 6 right now, which, again, you make your foul shots in this game, you have a good chance of winning. So they got to find an answer to this 1-3-1 zone they're up against and attack it.
Fans, be sure to join us tomorrow for Bobcat Wrestling as they will play host to Mascoma in their season opener. And join us on Pemmy Baker TV and the YouTube channel as coverage will start at 6 p.m.
Got to come out and support the wrestling program. They're having a free T-shirt giveaway. It's going to be a fun home opener against a former wrestler who's now the coach at Mascoma, Rick Simula, doing a terrific job building a program. So it's going to give it's going to be a good match. Plymouth's going to have their work cut out for them. But it should be exciting. Tomorrow night, everybody should be here.
Noah Trombley with the first attempt, and he hits it off the back iron. Misses the first free throw.
That's a break.
Again, the lead right now is single digits. It is at 9. Rimmed out again, ball free. Dosen comes down with a rebound. Gets it over to Carey as he crosses the timing line.
This Kearsarge is a very young team, too. I think they're all back next year.
Carpenter from deep, and it'll come up short.
Air ball.
Trombley kicks it to the near side, and he finds Storzuk. Under a lot of pressure. Now kicked around, cross-course pass to Trombley. Back into the paint for Hernan. Leaves it for Johnson. Johnson under a lot of pressure from Quayle. Trombley and Johnson playing past the point. Johnson driving to the basket, and it'll be an offensive foul on Kearsarge for the charge.
Heck of a call. They're doing that right now without Matos, so it looks like he's going to come back in. The big fella just caught a quick break. Now he's back in.
Tom Johnson picks up his second personal foul, team's fourth. Bobcats still find themselves down 9. 4:35 remaining in the first half. Carey to Quayle. I'm going to get that right eventually. Carey, bounce pass to Carpenter. He drive it on the baseline, up and under, and it's off the top of the backboard, out of play.
My goodness, you know, you have to attack. It's a good idea. A little more under control and draw the foul. Got the full court press now. Maybe this results in some turnover.
Johnson with a nice fake, gets it inside to Matos. Matos with a little finger roll, and he's fouled underneath the basket. It looks like it's going to be on Lamb.
Tough call. Don't get frustrated, Jacob.
Jacob Lamb picks up his second personal, team 6. So after this, Kearsarge will be in the bonus. But Matos will go to the line, shooting 2. And he hits the first.
Big man should be a good foul shooter. I'm sure he's on the line. You can get 10 points a game.
Lambert and Hogan back in.
Got a 4-minute stretch here, Dan, that we got to start to generate some offense.
Love to see the Bobcats really get more aggressive and charge to the paint and try to draw the foul. Matos hits the second. Extends the lead to 11. 17-6, 4:09 remaining in the second quarter. Strong cross-court pass to Hogan in the short corner and an air ball. Lambert down low, and it won't be a jump ball by the looks of it. Say it was out of bounds, and it'll be in possession of Kearsarge.
Mikey Hogan is a better shooter than that, but none of our guys have found the range just yet.
Nice bounce pass from Matos over to Johnson. He pulls up at the key and hits it.
Breaking that press is too easy. It's not paid off yet.
Carey trying to go coast to coast, gets up and under. Over to Hogan, down low on the baseline. He's pushed off.
Matos intimidated him, completely got him to change his plan.
Carey resets the top of the key. Looking for some help for a screen either way. Over to Lambert. Bounce pass to Hogan, drives to the paint, under a lot of pressure. It's tipped around and it's stripped. Kearsarge comes away with it once again. Dumped down low, and it'll be a traveling violation on Kearsarge.
Nice dunk. Taylor Matos, I didn't see the travel, but waved it off. Another break for Plymouth. 3 minutes. 19-6. Plymouth has yet to generate any offense.
Quayle, once again, under a lot of pressure. Not quite a double team, but good coverage by the Cougars.
Still trying to go over the top with those passes. Not doing it. Not happening.
It's at least the 6th time it's been tipped out of bounds by Kearsarge. Carey on the near sideline, gets it up high, all the way to Quayle in the backcourt. Quayle looking to set something up. Under a lot of pressure. Bounce pass into Lambert. At the key. Throws one up there as a prayer, and it rims out. And we're going to have a foul, and it's going to be on Dosen on the reach-in.
They're going to call that. These fellas got to figure that out. You're going to find out what your refs are about right away, and they both know you can't touch this kid. And what's the sense of reaching in there for? A tie-up? Not worth it. Jordan, got to play smarter.
Jordan Dosen picks up his first personal foul, team 7th, as Kearsarge will be in the 1-on-1. Matos hits the first. He's hit his last 3 from the line.
Good foul shooter, big man.
Matos hits the second. Leads now 21-6 in favor of Kearsarge.
That's mine. Thank you.
Driving, and a nice block there by Carey.
Good hustle getting back there. Prevent the easy layup. And no foul. Good job, Danny.
Thrown out of play. Miscommunication with Hernan there and Storazok.
21-6, Dan. And we haven't had a good look yet.
Carey getting over the timing line. Quick pressure there by the Cougars. Carey mishandles it. It bounces it off his hip almost, and it'll be a jump ball, but it'll be in favor of Kearsarge.
Plymouth is just out of sorts. It's really not like them. It's got to be frustrating. And it's a turnover. Two minutes, 16 seconds. Kearsarge has the ball.
Bobcats looking to get any type of momentum as it's quickly into Matos, and he'll turn around for the little floater in for two. It's 23-6.
That was too easy.
Carey under a lot of pressure. He'll be fouled, but he'll be on the floor. And it looks like it's going to be a Noah Tremblay.
Not a shooting foul.
Back out to Quayle at the point. Looking for the bounce pass. Gets it over to Carey, the near side. Quayle to Carey. Quayle for three. Can't hit it. Tipped around. Hogan comes down with it.
Good hustle on the rebound.
Quickly double teamed is Hogan. Quayle at the three-point line. Bounce pass to Hogan. Quickly under pressure on the baseline. Driving the paint. And it looks like they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Plymouth is struggling. 6 points. A minute 32 before the half.
Johnson looking for some help. Down to Matos. Tic-tac-toe. Go the Cougars.
Breaking the press is not a problem for Kearsarge. They've broken it every time, I think.
1:14 left in the first half. Carey dumps it off to Hogan on the far corner. It's intercepted, coming back out high. Johnson goes behind his own back for the layup. Matos is there for the putback.
Just tapped in on the rim. That was easy.
Carey trying to go coast to coast, and once again trying to force it through traffic. It's intercepted. Quickly out to Johnson at the key, jumps up and tipped around. Dosen comes down with a rebound. Plymouth just trying to get anything desperate right now. 39 seconds to go. Carey wide open from range, and he rims out.
I think Matos helped him.
Matos, an easy up and in on the quick break the other way. It's 29-6. Hogan trying to slow things down. Quayle receives it on the near side. Back out high with Carey. Bobcats just working the perimeter. Under 10 seconds to go. Dosen receives in the corner, back out to Carey. Almost picked off against. Hogan's blocked at the buzzer. That's going to do it for the first half. That has been all dominated by Kearsarge as they lead it 29-6.
Very tough half for Plymouth. This could be formidable trying to get back. 29-6. They're cold as ice on the perimeter. They're intimidated. They're trying to go over the top. They've been intercepted I don't know how many times. They're knocked out of bounds. They are not having an offensive rhythm at all. And a lot of standing around is not going to cut it.
So that's going to do it for the first half, as we're going to send it over to the Plymouth Regional High School Pep Band, and we'll be back in a few minutes to recap the first half and get you set for third quarter action. Right now, Kearsarge leads it 29-6 over the Bobcats. Back live here on Pemmy Baker TV at Plymouth Regional High School, and it's halftime where Kearsarge has come in and dominated play. They lead 29-6, and just a tough first half right now, Paul, for the Bobcats.
Painful. We're live, but that team out there for Plymouth is dead. They're not moving, and it's obvious. You can see the offensive movement is nothing. They're standing flat. They've had a terrible half. Kearsarge showed up, and they're playing their game. Press didn't work against them. They got some easy layups. They went to the line 12 times. Plymouth has not gone to the foul line. So they haven't hit I think they had, you told me earlier, one field goal second quarter.
Yes, it was one field goal by Dosen down in the paint when he turned around on Matos. But looking at it, both teams came out shaky in the first quarter. It was 9-4 at the end of the first. Both teams had 3 fouls. Can I understand that? Bus ride. Everyone's getting ready for the holiday break of Christmas, a couple days away, kind of just trying to go through the motions, a lot of sloppy shots. I mean, how many times did we see just missed shots and air balls and bricks? And then Kearsarge just came alive, scoring 20 points in the second quarter to Plymouth's only 2.
And I'll tell you, I was a little hopeful because Plymouth had some good looks. Uncontested shots, a couple off the rim, a couple layups, but they had the ball. They had the good looks, and that's what's important because you know they're going to drop eventually. But sometimes in high school, you get a little gun shy after you miss your first shot or your second shot. And Mike Hogan's out there to shoot the ball. I think he got blocked. Nick Quayle is out there to shoot the ball. He threw one air ball, and now he's backed off. You just got to dig in and bite the bullet and make believe this is a brand new game and just start off. They played a good third quarter last game against Windham. Maybe this is where they pick it up. Let's hope.
It goes back to what you said, Paul, is that there's too much standing around by the Bobcats, especially off the ball. There's no one really trying to make the run and open up some space.
That's true, and they know how this offense works. They're not executing. Drives coaches crazy.
So we're underway here in the third quarter. Plymouth trying to get something going.
Turnover.
Kamomo stolen right there. Johnson on the far side, coast to coast. It's tipped around him. It's going to be a foul on the Bobcats. It looks like Johnson will go to the line shooting 2, and it's going to be on Lamb. Lamb picks up his third personal foul.
Oof, not the start you're looking for. Jackson Palumbo's out there to shake things up. He's very aggressive, plays very hard, and that's why coach has him in there. He's, again, it's going to go right to the rack. Maybe he'll draw a foul and we'll finally get to the line.
Palumbo's first action of the season as Johnson hits the second. Hits both of them. It's 31-6. Quayle at the timeline tries to throw it into Lamb and stripped away. Easy up and in there for Johnson.
Another turnover.
Palm throws it away. A lot of frustration being shown right now by the Bobcats. Johnson once again receives the pass, gets another 2 points. It's 35-6.
6 straight points by Kearsarge.
We're only 40 or 50 seconds in to the third quarter.
We can't figure out this zone. Looks like a 2-2-1 zone.
Mom gets it down low to Lamb. He kicks it out to Carpenter. Back out high, back off the iron on Mom's shot.
There's Jackson with the rebound, very aggressive. Lamb, a little frustrated out there.
Hernan right there for the Cougars, kind of throwing Palumbo down to the court.
Forget the score, boys. Just play good ball. Keep your head on straight.
Again, it's only the second game for the Bobcats this season. This is the 4th game of the season right now for the Cougars. Johnson tries to show off and loses the handle on the ball. Picked up by Kearsarge into the paint with Matos and up and in and count the basket. And one right now for the Cougars. And once again, Lamb picks up his 4th.
He's going to be assistant coach now. He knows better. The plan was not to have Matos set up on the block. And you can't stop 6'7" when he's set up on the block. Either get in front of him, they could go over the top. But Lamb is frustrated, but he brought it on himself. He's just got to take a deep breath. Matos, good foul shooter for the three-point play.
Don't normally see big men as good foul shooters, but he is definitely, I think he's missed one here, if I'm not mistaken, this evening.
He's got a nice soft touch.
Quayle trying to drive on Johnson into the paint and gets it up and in.
There you go. That's the way to get things started. Nice job by Nick Quayle. Not a three ball, but way to take charge.
First points for the Bobcats in nearly 6 minutes of game time. Johnson into Matos, back out to Johnson, a little bit too far away, he's able to recover. Cuts back in, top of the key, gets some space for a three, and it rims off the front iron. Tipped around, and Quayle will pick up the rebound.
Good hustle by Jackson, kept that ball alive on the rebound.
Quayle gets the block, pulls up on the elbow, and hits the jumper for two.
There you go. Danny Carey's on the bench. Nick Quayle has to take the point. He's going to start making things happen. He's a hot, streaky shooter, so good for him.
Looks like the energy has definitely picked up a little bit for the Bobcats. Quickly into Matos at the key, goes up for two. He's going to be fouled.
You almost have to leave him alone, just try to box him out if he misses. He's 2 feet away. It's not going to be a problem for him to make that.
Wes Lambert will pick up his first personal foul, team's third. Once again, Matos to the line. Hits another one. It's 39-10 in favor of Kearsarge. Matos hits another one.
Good shooter.
Quayle over the timing line. Pump fakes, gets it over to Carpenter on the near side. Carpenter looking for some help. Gets it over to Quayle on the far side. He's quickly double teamed. Now gets his dribble, tries to reset up high. Looking for some help on the bounce pass, gets it into Lambert. Quayle. Plymouth just forced to the perimeter, no one really driving inside the paint. And it'll be a travel on the Bobcats.
I didn't see that. Jackson Palumbo, very aggressive. Tried to make something happen, shuffled his feet. Quick call. So Kearsarge still in control here. 5 minutes and we're down 30.
Baum trying to play defense on Johnson, just hold him out high. As they get over to Storazuk. Storazuk working around the perimeter. Johnson driving towards the baseline, tries to kick it out high. Nicely done there by Palumbo.
Good for Jackson, right place. Intercepted that pass. Let's see if we get some offense going here.
Quayle down to Lambert, gets it into Palumbo in the paint, turns around Matos. No foul calls, it got hit on the hand.
No call there. Jackson went after him hard, had him on the arm, no call.
But great play there. Johnson pulls up for three, hits it off the front iron, ball's loose on the floor, and another jump ball, the third of this evening, and it'll be in favor of the Bobcats. So as we have a sub here, as Carey will check back in for Carpenter.
He'll probably run the point, or maybe he's going to go see if he can hit a two guard, hit the three ball over there. Nick Quayle scored the first 4 points of this quarter, got us back on track.
Tremblay checks back in for Kearsarge on that change by the Bobcats. Cross-court pass once again intercepted. Tremblay just standing right there and it hits him in the hands almost. Bounce pass into Johnson, wide open, driving to the paint, but he can't hit the layup.
It's Jackson with the rebound.
Palumbo looking good here in the second half. Stretch pass to Quayle in the paint, pull up off the front iron. A little bit too hard on the bounce off the glass.
Too bad. Good look by Danny.
Storazuk driving to the hole, puts a little floater up there, once again comes up short. Carey comes down with it. Palumbo is there once again for the Bobcats. Quayle on the outside, looks like he's going to be fouled. It's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to say Carey picked up the blocking foul.
Wow.
So it's going to be Dan Carey's third personal. Already the Bobcats' fourth.
This is tough. Calls aren't going your way on a night like tonight. It makes it very tough. But these kids don't quit. Plymouth plays hard.
Kearsarge playing with it in the near side, and once again Palumbo.
Bounce pass to nobody. Patrick Mom has it. Over to Danny again on top. Nick Quayle now looking for a shot. There it is. It's up and it's a good three ball. Nick Quayle.
We apologize for the technical difficulties as our audio transmission died there for a moment. It's 44-13. Johnson pulls up for three. He hits off iron once again.
Matos is on the bench. A good chance to take advantage. Take the ball to the hole. Nick Quayle for a second three ball. Short in front of the rim.
Quayle from straight on. Can't hit it. 1:33 remaining. We have a foul off the ball down low, and it looks like it will be on Patrick Mom once again, kind of all over Tom Johnson.
Looks like there's a little too much frustration out there, and they can't start getting physical now. The refs knows these kids are high school kids. They're not going to let them get away with it. Patrick Mom just got to, bring it back a little. Back on the line.
This time it's Johnson. Can't hit it on the 1-on-1, but a rebound can't fall for the Kearsarge Cougars, and then Johnson puts it right back on the third attempt.
That's painful. Ball bounces around. We had it. They pop it in for two anyway.
Palumbo bounces it off his foot. They're going to say it came off of Kearsarge.
That's a break, but you can count on Jackson going right to the rack every time he gets it.
Timeout on the court taken by the Bobcats as they trail big right now. Kearsarge holds a 46-13 lead late in the third quarter.
And you got Jordan Dosen on the bench. Yeah, I think he only has 3 fouls, though. Jacob Lamb has 4.
Dosen only has 1, according to my tally. Lamb has 4.
I'd like to think he could do some damage inside, especially with Matos on the bench right now. Kearsarge, class act over there with the coaches. They're not going to blow us out on our home floor. 46-13. They're not looking to pour it on, so Matos is catching a break. High school gets frustrated easy, and they get a little physical. They don't know how else to express it. Just got to collect themselves, play a good quarter. Quayle got hot. 2 field goals and a 3-ball. So he's picked them up offensively a little.
And you wonder, Paul, I mean, it's been a long semester for these students. Again, Christmas a couple days away, 2 days before the holiday break starts for the kids. You wonder if that's kind of played a factor for them, kind of mentally checking out before this game.
Well, especially, you have men to the foul line. You're getting beat by 30. It's easy for these kids to keep their heads up. They're frustrated. They want to perform well. Here's a chance underneath their own basket.
Sent back out high. Goodale in for the second time this game. He drives towards the paint, turn around at the key, and he misses it.
Wide open look.
Hernan comes down with a rebound for the Cougars. He'll set the screen for Storazuk. It's intercepted on the bounce back inside. Here comes Carey under pressure, and he's going to be fouled down inside the paint. The first foul committed by Kearsarge this half comes with 51 seconds to go in the third.
Danny was being aggressive, wanted to get in there for an easy layup. Not a shooting foul.
Jordan Burke will pick up his first personal. Palumbo opens some space and hits an air ball.
My goodness. The rim, boys.
A great move by Palumbo, just comes up wide right, back the other way, and it's a nice shot there for Storazuk.
36 seconds.
And it's going to be a foul and a reach in here on Noah Tremblay. And it is. Tremblay will pick up his second personal.
He knows that was a silly foul. You could just trade baskets from here on in. You don't have to foul anybody again. Plymouth under their own basket. Nick Quayle taking it out.
The near side baseline for that again is Mom, and he'll be fouled. Go to the line, shooting 2. The first foul shots for the Bobcats this evening comes with 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
That's unheard of.
And quickly, Burke picks up 2 fouls for Kearsarge. Mom hits the first. rims out in the second, tipped around as Herndon comes down with a rebound. I hate to say it, Paul, from calling these high school games just recently, I'm 0 for 3 if it stands the way it is.
I have to tell Santa.
Driving to the hoop there with Storzak, can't get it. Bobcats come away with it, thrown up as a Hail Mary, but it will be after the whistle, after the buzzer, so it wouldn't have counted if made it. And Kearsarge holds a commanding lead, 48-14 going into the final quarter.
Got to be frustrating. Jordan's trying to figure it out. He's on the bench. It was a good move putting Jackson Palumbo in there. He went after it very aggressively. Kearsarge backed up a little. They put Matos on the bench, which was nice. This game is well in hand for Kearsarge. And Plymouth has got to keep their heads up, show some class, and finish strong. That's all they can do out of this.
Looking at it right now, Plymouth Regional gets only 8 points in the third quarter. Again, it's better than the 2 they got in the second. But once again, double figures for Kearsarge as they put up 20 points in the second quarter, put up another 19 here in the third, and have a commanding lead over Plymouth Regional at the moment.
Quayle scored those 7 out of 8. So they are really lacking for some offense. They haven't found the combination, and nobody's really taken charge. So he's going out there now. Chris Patton now, he's going to expect some hard defense out of him. He should take it right to the rack. Palumbo staying out there. Colin Goodale. Patrick Mom, just a sophomore, and Nick Quayle, another sophomore.
Kind of what's staggering me right now is it looks like the Bobcats have had 13 fouls total this game.
Jeez.
Johnson driving to the paint, throwing it up, and he'll get the lucky bounce. In for 2.
Kearsarge is subbing with their JV squad now. They got the little number 3 out there.
Palumbo from the top of the key hits the bank shot for 2.
I don't think he called bank on that, Dan, but I'll take it.
2 points either way. Johnson gets over the timing line, pulls up at 3-point line, 30 feet away, bounce pass down low inside, looking for Fisher. Matos recovers, 7:20 remaining here in regulation. Balch looking for help down low. Palumbo just swats it away, reaching around Matos, knocking it out of play. Got to give credit to Jackson Palumbo with his hustle here in the second half.
Absolutely. Does all he can, plays very hard.
Johnson starts on the baseline, gets it into Matos in the paint, and a quick turnaround for 2.
Too easy. Too easy.
Quayle looking for that cross-course pass to the near side for Mom. Back out to Quayle. Now down low for Goodale. Palumbo at the point. Over to Quayle, back out high. Patnog.
Just not a comfortable offensive set.
Quayle from downtown rims out. That was deep.
Had a chance.
Showing some range, but once again can't hit the 3. Balch driving to the paint as Palumbo intercepts the loose ball. Goodale tries to go for the up and under. Palumbo there for the putback.
Good hustle by Jackson.
Jackson Palumbo, give him a gold star tonight. He is all over the court.
His motor never stops.
Goodale gets the turnover. Quayle over to Goodale, pump fake, drives to the paint, gets the up and under, but hits the front iron. We're going to have a foul on Kearsarge. It'll be after the shots. It'll be on the floor.
Nice move by Colin Goodale. Had an opening. Beautiful spin move in the lane. Looked like it was going in. Draws the foul.
Jake Fisher will pick up his first personal foul. Team's 4th here in the second half. A couple more substitutions here for Kearsarge.
Yep, another JV player, number 10.
Quayle from outside, can't hit it. Goodale looking for Mom. Down low for Palumbo, but too far out of his reach. It's tipped up and out of play.
I don't think I've seen a bounce pass this game. Making it tough on themselves.
Down low for Fisher. Tipped around.
You got the JV squad out there now, Dan. Matos and the boys are all on the bench. And
should be running time too right now. It's over 30 points.
It's nice of Kearsarge to back off.
Down low for Palumbo, holds in the air and gets two. Nice little jump shot.
He might be earning himself some minutes.
Definitely, we didn't see him at all in the first game against Windham. Looking like he might have to start here after the holiday break. Tremblay back out high for Balch. Balch kicks it down into the corner for Tremblay. Tremblay for three, airmails it. Quayle comes away with it. We're going to have a sub for the Bobcats coming up. The next whistle. Mom. Over to Quayle. Quayle looking to pull up, gets it back to Mom. Down inside for Palumbo in the paint. Takes the body and gets it in. Count the basket. And one right now for Palumbo.
Way to play hard, Jackson. Coach is going to have another JV player coming in. He understands he's not going to frustrate his varsity, get them feeling it. Nick Quayle comes out after really the bright spot on this offensive team tonight. Yeah, Shiv Patel is in. Very aggressive, plays well. Shiv, number 44. Just played a JV game along with Jackson Palumbo. He's going to get some varsity minutes. This is good.
Foul there caused by Fisher of Kearsarge.
Shiv's open for the jumper.
And Paddle will pick up two.
Shiv Patel, still hot from the JV game. Good for him.
Nice shot on the jumper from the short corner. Kearsarge getting it down low inside. And an airmail there by Balch. Deep three, ball loose inside the paint. Still no jump ball. Now we'll get it. It'll be a timeout by Kearsarge. It'll be a 30-second timeout. With 3:22 remaining, Kearsarge holds a 52-24 lead.
Well, this is not what I expected. Mike Sullivan's usually, I know he's well prepared for this. I saw the kids practicing this week. So this is going to be tough. It's going to put things in perspective for this team, and they got to work hard. I don't know if they're involved in a Christmas tournament this year. A lot of teams are. They used to go down to Keene. I'm not sure if they're still doing that. But you know what? A young team like this, give them the day off, give them a break, come back and play hard after.
Let them refocus from this. Again, only the second game of the regular season for the Bobcats. Plenty of games to go before tournament time, but you want to see the Bobcats come out with a little bit more fight as, again, just missing the playoffs by a point last year against my hometown team in Oyster River. But you would think that they would have some more fight going in trying to make a run for playoffs this year.
Well, they better. And there's Zach McGlone, another JV player, Jackson Palumbo.
Palumbo pulls up, hits off the back iron. McGlone with a nice setup there on the near side. Kearsarge all over the place, battling hard back the other way comes Patno.
Getting ugly now.
Patel airmails it again, comes up short. Under 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Balch for three, hits the front iron. It's a big rebound once again for Kearsarge, but a bounce pass is intercepted nicely by Goodale.
There's Pat now with the ball, getting his playing time, bounces it off his foot.
Kept alive by Patel. Goodale looking to pull up, spins, drives to the baseline, a nice hesitation, and he'll get fouled. Looks like he'll go to the line shooting two.
Good move by Colin Goodale. Drew the foul, had a nice move. I thought he was going to make that.
Kolach will pick up his first personal. Team seventh.
I think these are our third and fourth foul shots, and that's a miss. So
Well, Palumbo had one that he missed on the and one, so we'll say 4 and 5. Goodale misses the first, can't hit the second. Patel with a nice rebound down low. Back up to Goodale for 3, hits it.
good for Colin. Good for Colin.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, fans, try to stay with us after a quick commercial break and highlights of the hockey game a couple days ago. We'll try to have an interview with head coach Mike Sullivan and get his thoughts on just what needs to improve heading into the holiday break and coming out of it, and their first road matchup in January. Dump down inside, looking for Fisher, can't hit the shot. And Patno with a nice rebound. Patel with a pull-up, a little bit long. Tipped around. Patno with the rebound. No foul call on the shot. Kicked out to Trombley on the corner on the far side. Now back out high. Deep shot for 3, rims out.
Call a foul on that? No.
Looks like it just went out of bounds. It's kind of out of our shot down to the corner as we are crossed from the camera. Under a minute to go. Kearsarge has that 52-27 lead. Pass inside is picked off by Trombley. Goodale was trying to get that down into the paint. Trombley kicks it outside for Bassi. Can't hit the shot from deep. 30 seconds to go. Palumbo with a nice hard move to the basket. Can't hit the shot.
That's his game, but it's off the rim.
That's just about going to do it. Kearsarge looking like they're just going to run out the clock out high, and a devastating loss for the Bobcats as they trail and fall big here at home as they will drop to 0-2 on the season. Kearsarge will get back to 500 at 2-2, but a lot of things for the Bobcats to improve on, Paul.
Well, I like the way Mike Sullivan saw what he had in front of him, and he pulled it out. He wasn't going to get his kids any more frustrated than they were. It started to look a little ugly, little foul trouble. It wasn't their night, and that's high school basketball, and that's just the way it is. You have those kind of nights. So it was good he gave some of the younger players, the JV players, an opportunity, and they got a little varsity experience. That's about all you can say about this. They got a lot to work on, obviously, and there's not going to be any quitting them. They're going to get out there as soon as they can to get going. They can't let this happen again.
So stay with us. We'll take a quick commercial break, but the Bobcats fall at home. We'll come back after a highlight of the hockey game, and we'll try to have an interview with head coach Mike Sullivan. Stay with us. You're watching Pemmy Baker TV and Plymouth Regional High School action.